Let's look at the overall composition of the labor force when President Trump took office. We were basically running an employment factory for illegal aliens. Literally every job we were creating was going to illegal aliens. Now, they're leaving in record numbers. They're not moving fast enough because they're still holding jobs of citizens here, but that's going to be a healthy trend. To the extent that we're moving jobs out of government into the private sector, that's also a very healthy trend because private sector jobs are much more productive and they add to the growth of the economy. So, I mean, if you look at today's report, I think it was a good report in the sense that we were above estimates. We are used to months and years of creating a couple 100,000 jobs a month, right?
Yeah.
But that
64 is a lot lower.
No, but you have to adjust your thinking on that because we were bringing in 20 million new people into the workforce through illegal aliens. So that became the norm. In order to be steady state, in order to hold the unemployment rate at a reasonable level, we don't have to have that kind of growth. It's more like what we had today in the 60 or 70 or 80,000s.
So how do you explain manufacturing then? Because when you and I spoke at the Hill Nation Summit earlier this summer, you said, you know, it's going to take time. And I'm looking at manufacturing, 67,000 lost manufacturing jobs.
This one troubles me because I'm the senior counsel for trade and manufacturing. Right. But here's the good news. The problem is that in order to create factories, which is not what the Biden administration does, it first takes investment. And then the investment takes construction. And that's like a 3-year gestation period. So what we see as trillions of dollars are coming into our economy now in new investment, what we see is there's going to be a boom first in construction, and then over time, as the factories are actually, you can turn the things on, we're going to see manufacturing finally revive. But you have to understand, Blake, that our manufacturing sector has been under sustained attack for 20 years, not just by China, but by much of the rest of the world. And we've lost our, not just the factories that make this stuff, but all the supply chains and all the things that go around it. We're in the process of building it, but it's like the old aircraft carrier analogy. It takes time to turn that ship around. So what you're going to see still for some months before manufacturing takes off. But look, the big, beautiful bill, people have not learned to appreciate just how big and beautiful that is with respect to job creation. Because the best thing in that is the fact that you get 100% depreciation on new factories built.
How long can you wait, though? Right? Because we've been seeing this for months, and I hear you talking about.
So let's talk about the problem that I've been talking about for a couple of years now, the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is the biggest thing holding us down and has been for several years now by holding interest rates way above where they should. I mean, after all, you saw what the report said today, and it's like you could see that things were going down a little bit, and so, but the Fed wasn't acting. So what we need to do is get Fed policy aligned with the growth agenda, and it's not. They're still 100, 150 basis points away, Blake, from where they should be. And that's keeping everybody from selling their homes. It's called the lock-in effect, and that's suppressing construction, that's suppressing supply in housing construction. I mean, but the good news is the Trump administration has put everything in place like we're a coiled spring that's going to go really fast. Now, we know that people are in pain, which is the inflation part of that thing. And I'm the last person who's going to tell somebody who's in pain that they're not in pain. That's not what this is about. But we have to understand how we got there, first of all. And that was the Democrat policies. We have to understand that it takes time to get inflation down and more robust growth up, and that we are doing everything possible. And so being here talking with you, explaining what we're doing, why the president is going to be talking tomorrow night, is the American people are fair people, and they're sophisticated and understanding. And what we have to do is message to them exactly what we're doing, and we're in this together regardless of political party.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.